G'day folks, Iacha with another anti-white meme pathogen. It's Raymond Foster. How you going? The following is a literal anti-white meme pathogen. If you are unaware of what an anti-white meme pathogen is, that I've been going on about for over a year now, and there's some folk who is that slow. You can tell them, you can say it, you can explain it straight to them, and then they'll still be like, nah, man, nah, bro. And I'm like, can't listen. Just fucking listen. When Raymond Foster has something to say, you show respect and you listen to what Raymond Foster has to say, because he doesn't speak for no fucking reason. He speaks to protect innocent children from child abuse, which is usually unconscious and subconscious child abuse that you don't realise you're doing. So when I open my mouth, I'm telling you, bro, that's fucking child abuse, bro. This is exactly why it's child abuse. Don't do it. Don't say it. It's child abuse, yeah? You can pretend like I don't know what I'm talking about, or you can act like it's not child abuse and like, nah, Ray, you're just wrong, bro. But it doesn't change the fact of reality that it is child abuse. And I would not speak about it if it wasn't. So the fact that I have spoken about it, you can take as evidence that it is true. And then you can actually look at it yourself, because I explain it in detail and prove it scientifically that it is, in fact, child abuse. Without a doubt, nobody can deny it. 1 + 1 = 2. I prove it scientifically. So then if you want to continue to keep saying these things, is promoting anti-white meme pathogens, after I have scientifically explained to you and proved to you, laid out the premises which lead to the logical conclusion, 1 + 1 = 2, that a meme pathogen is child abuse. And you continue. So if Raymond Foster saying that, you use that word, you use that sentence, you speak to that topic, that is subconscious child abuse. Alright? If you continue to say those things, you are consciously choosing to partake in and promote child abuse. Right? No excuses. You can't say, oh, Raymond Foster doesn't know what he's talking about, because I prove it scientifically for everyone in the world with eyes to see. So if you deny what I have to say, it's just denial. So what? You can prolong child abuse, cunt? Like, seriously. So just, when I open my mouth and I speak to a subject, listen. Unless you're a child abusing piece of shit and you don't care about children, that is. But if you actually care about children, when Raymond Foster opens his mouth, you fucking listen to what he has to say. Because what he has to say protects children 100% of the time. So again, this is an anti-white meme pathogen. Open quote. Murders occur every 75 seconds. The world would be a great place without people. No hole in the ozone layer. No pollution. No animals being killed in their thousands each day for food. No fighting. No wars. No chaos. Closed quote. Okay? Now, we don't even need to go into this, but this is all lies. There's no such thing as a hole in the ozone layer. The planet pollutes even without humans. Millions of animals are killed every day by animals and plants to be eaten as food. So that would still happen without humans. Yes, animals fight each other. Yes, animals and plants have warfare in the wild without humans involved. And yes, there's plenty of chaos. Okay? So, when somebody says, open quote, anything along this, it doesn't have to be word for word. It's not word for word. But anything in relation to this idea. If you just express this idea, you're laying down a footstone, like a fucking stepping stone, which then allows folk to hop over to abusing children. Okay? That's how a pretext works to justify an evil action. So if you say this idea, if you express this idea, you are laying down a stepping stone in society on which pedophiles and child abusers can walk across and abuse children. 1 + 1 = 2. Those ones are this idea and you expressing it. The 2 is a child being abused. It's a scientific fact. If you say these things, if you express these ideas, if you share anti-white meme pathogens, 1 + 1 = 2, you are responsible for child abuse. So when Raymond Foster opens his mouth and he says, yo, don't say that, bruh. That's fucked up shit. You can't say that because that promotes child abuse. Okay? You listen, because I can prove it. Again, 1 + 1 = 2. If you express anti-white meme pathogens, you justify child abuse. Simple shit. 1 + 1 = 2. Children understand it. So any expression of this idea at all is harmful towards children and promotes child abuse, and it sets up the pretext, the environment in which children can be abused and nobody gets in trouble for it. Okay? Again, the idea, open quote. A murder occurs every 75 seconds. The world would be a great place without people. No hole in the ozone layer, no pollution, no animals being killed in their thousands each day for food, no fighting, no wars, no chaos, close quote. So if you're a bit slow and you haven't quite fathomed and grasped what this anti-white meme pathogen is expressing, the concept, the idea here, it is simple. It is humans bad. Humans bad for the planet. Humans harm animals, humans harm the planet, humans destructive, humans bad. Pollution, oh no, the poor environment, the poor animals, humans bad. Okay? It's really simple anti-white meme pathogen. Any type of idea that humans don't fit or aren't stewards or aren't beneficial for the environment and the planet, and actually make the planet, the animals, the environment healthier and better off because we're a part of the ecosystem and there's a natural symbiotic relationship, and humans are very important for the planet and the environment, and we're required. Without us, everything will fall apart, and then there would be real chaos and destruction. We're part of the circle of life on this planet. We are a part of the tapestry of existence on Earth. So if you unravel and take out humans, that destroys the existence on this planet. Okay? Without humans, Earth is fucked. Alright? That's the reality. We care. We're the carers of the planet. We look after it. It's our garden. Okay? Without humans, the planet's fucked. It'd be way worse. But folk will say, okay, oh, well, nah, humans are bad, humans cause pollution, humans negative on the planet, humans, are a scar or a cancer on the planet, okay? And how can we scientifically prove that this definitely causes child abuse? Because it takes away the value and the importance of the humanity of all humans. It dehumanizes our entire species. So that means there's less worth in a child because they're just a human child. They're not pure like the animals and the trees and the things. They're corrupted because they're human. So there's something wrong with them. And if there's something wrong with something and it's corrupted and it's not pure, then you can mistreat it. And what is that mistreatment called when it's directed towards a child? Ah, exactly. That's right, folks. It's called child abuse. So, again, Raymond Foster proves without a doubt, that if you're sharing anti-white meme pathogens, you're establishing the environment in which children are being abused, and that makes you responsible directly for that child's suffering and the trauma and the abuse that they go through. Okay? You might not be the one abusing the children yourself, but you're creating the environment in which the children are being abused. Because you're saying things without thinking about what you're saying. So you can't be saying anti-white meme pathogens. If something's an anti-white meme pathogen, you gotta catch yourself and try not to say those things or think those things. Because again, if you say those things and you think those things, you are consciously or subconsciously building the environment in which children will definitely be abused. You're establishing and setting that up so that children will definitely be abused. And again, one of those ideas that you should never use is that humans are bad. Alright? Humans are somehow polluting or a cancer on the earth, that we aren't actually positive, good and needed for the balance of the ecosystem. That we aren't essential for health of this planet. To say anything but that, to say that the planet might be better off without humans, right? That is promoting and producing child abuse. So if you care about children, if you're a decent human being, you will not continue to spread these anti-white meme pathogens. Okay? You will never again say the planet could be a better place without humans, which will lead to the dehumanization of innocent children and then their mistreatment, thus child abuse. Thank you. Take it easy.